Hey guys, today I'm filming my monthly makeup basket for September. I am so excited because this is going to be the first month where I am using my fall makeup products, and I definitely have the most products I love to use in the fall, so I'm really excited to get into these. So here's an overview of my monthly makeup basket. On the top row from left to right we have my nail polishes, complexion products, and cheek products. On the bottom from left to right we have my eyebrow products, eye products, and my lip products. So these are the polishes I'll be using. These are all the brow products I'll be using. These are the complexion products I will be using. These are all of the cheek products I'll be using. These are all of the eye products I will be using except for the palettes I chose. And these are all of my lip products. So on the left we have lip care, and on the right are all of my colored lip products. So for nail polish, I actually have a ton, and I typically just paint my nails once a week, but if I only paint them once a week, I won't be able to get through all of my fall picks. So I'm going to try to paint my nails more than once a week, but we will see. So I'm just going to be choosing my main priority polishes, so all of the ones that are new that I have not tried yet, and then some of my go-to standby. So anyway, I do have 5 polishes for today. The first polish I have is 90 Lacquer Igneo Pebblet. It's such a pretty copper polish with some gold pieces in it as well. This is a nail polish brand created by JessFace90, who is an amazing nail polish YouTuber and blogger. So I'm really excited to try this out. I love all of her polishes, and this is one of the newer ones to me. I haven't tried yet. Then I have OPI Ginger Bells, which was a super limited edition polish. I purchased this off of eBay after I saw this in a video from LS. I think she was doing a polish declutter. I've been looking for the perfect gingerbread type of shade, and this is it. I like terracotta colors, but so many of them are too orange, and this looks like a great mix between orange and a tan. So I'm really excited to try this, and I hope I love it. And then I have 90 Lacquer Frost. This was released in a holiday winter collection, but I actually like this type of shade a lot for the fall, so I am going to be using that one. Then we have OPI Is That a Spear in Your Pocket, which is newer to me. I think I had used this for the first time last year, and I love buying these more teal polishes, but I never end up using them a ton, or I don't love the way they look on my nails, so I need to stop doing that. But I want to test this and really test out all of my teal polishes to see which ones I want to hold on to, but I do love OPI's formula. And lastly, we have one of my holy grail all-time favorite fall polishes, and this is Zoya's Wednesday, a really pretty bright yet dusty color I'm really excited to wear. I also wanted to mention that I will have my fall project pan starting pretty soon, and I did not put any of those items in my makeup basket because I didn't want to spoil it for you guys. So some of these items will be changing pretty soon. So for brow products, my go-to routine has been using the NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil. The combination of my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in taupe and my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 1, the Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde, and my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Moving on to complexion products, I do have 2 facial sprays. That would be the Pixie Glow Mist and the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. Both of these are in my Halloween project pan. I'll have that playlist linked up here in case you're interested. So I am just trying to get some good use out of those and use them every single day. Then for primer, I have this little sample of the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For Mattifying Primer, and I'm just going to use this until I use it up. I should only have a few more uses, and I've been using that in combination with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, which I've got a good bit of use on. This is also in my Halloween project pan. And then for my pore filling primer, I have the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I love my Dr. Brandt Pores No More, but this is something that I have been really excited to try, so I'll let you guys know if I love it as much. So for foundation, I've been panning a few this year, but I think I've decided mostly for the rest of the year I want to try to use one foundation each month to get some good use out of it, but really decide how I feel about it and which combination of products I like best. So for this month, it is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation in the shade Snow. My perfect shade is Swan, but when this foundation launched, Swan was not available, so I really want to finish this up at some point, which will take a while because you actually get a ton of product in here. You get 1.6 fluid ounces. So once I use this up, I will definitely buy it in my proper shade, but this is a really good medium coverage foundation that does give me a matte finish, so I thought it'd be really good for the fall. This is a little dark for me, so I do have to mix in a bit of the Hard Candy Glamoflague foundation, but I did do that today, and I did it in my Alamar palette video, and my face was looking a little too light. So I think tomorrow I'm going to try this foundation on its own with my 2 powders, because I think the powders that I'm using are making my makeup look light as well. So I definitely have to play with that a little bit more. For concealer, I have the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair for under my eyes, and then for blemishes I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in the shade Extra Light. To set my under eyes, I will be using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I have put it in different packaging. I had gotten this from my friend Jean. They're 2 little mini sample sizes of the powder, so I just put it in this larger NYX powder packaging to make it easier to get to. Then for setting my entire face, what I've been using for the past few days to try out this combination is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Fair, which actually can be a little light, which is why I think my face is looking pretty light overall. But I was hoping that my makeup look would even out with my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder in the shade number 2 Nude, because this one is too dark for me, but overall my face has still been looking a little light. So like I said, I'm going to try the Too Faced foundation on its own with these 2 powders and not use a foundation mixer. So I'm just trying to use up both of these powders, and then there's not that much left in the Maybelline Fit Me Loose. So whenever that one runs out, I'm going to use the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder foundation in the shade number 1 Ivory, either on its own or mixing it with the nude shade. So then moving on to cheek products, I actually don't have a ton that I rotate through in my collection. I actually have so few that I'm going to be keeping all of them in my monthly makeup basket for September, October, and November, just to let you guys know that. So as I've said many times, I like to designate a specific bronzer, contour, and highlighter for each season to get good use out of all of them. So my fall bronzer is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. I just have a little sample size. To contour, I will be using my Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Light. And both of these are a little bit more on the warm side without being too warm, and I tend to mostly wear warm makeup in the fall time, so I thought those shades would work really well. And I'm actually going to be bringing in 2 highlighters. So my go-to for the fall is the Balm Mary Luminizer, one of my holy grail highlighters. It's so beautiful. It's a warm champagne, so that one is for sure. But I wanted to bring in another one as well to make sure I got use out of this one, and this is the Pure highlighter in the shade Afterglow. It's a really similar shade to the Balm, but this one is a little bit more subtle, good for every day. Then we have all of my blushes, and I have 6 blushes I will be using this season. So this is MAC's Cantaloupe, and this is MAC's Melba. So you can see Cantaloupe is a little lighter and peachier, and Melba has a little bit of pink in it. I have the MAC Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul, which is an amazing shimmery, warm, peachy nude color on my skin tone, and such an amazing blush. And then I have Becca Songbird, which is something I had actually put in my declutter pile. I'd given it to my mom actually, but she hadn't even touched it yet, and I took it back, I used it, and I actually really love this one. It's really pigmented, so I have to use a light hand, but I'm really happy I have it back in my collection because it is a really pretty shade. And then I have the Balm In-Stain Blush in Swiss Dot. I really do love the Balm blushes, especially this In-Stain formula, so I'm excited to get more use out of this color. And then we have one of my holy grail blushes, which would be the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Ginger Pop. I just love this terracotta kind of color on my skin tone, and it's an amazing formula. So moving on to eyes. For primer, I have my Milani eyeshadow primer, but I think this one is almost used up. I tried to puff it all up with air to get the last little bit of product to come out. And then I've got my mascara, liner, and shadow bases, which would be the Balm Batter Up Shadow Stick in the shade Curveball, which is a copper. Then I have the Mally Shadow Stick Extra in Autumn Shimmer, which is a taupe color. And I have my Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyelining pen, which feels like it's running out, so I'm gonna store this with my makeup brushes upside down to get the last little bit of product. And then for mascara, I have the Tarteiste Lash Mascara, which I've never tried before, but I know this one is a plastic bristle brush, and I'll be using it with the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, which is a natural bristle brush. So I'm really thinking this will help, hopefully, to give me nice, full, lengthened, volumized lashes. So for eyeshadow, I am planning on doing 2 palette of the month videos instead of just one. In September, October, and November, I've got some new palettes, some older palettes I just have not reviewed yet. So I'll mostly be focusing on those and wearing those shadows in my videos. And then fingers crossed, I should be hearing back from a job soon. So during the week, I'll use some of my palette of the month shadows, but mostly I'll probably use my project pan items, and I will be starting a new project pan very soon with some eyeshadows in it. I have also pulled out some ColourPop Super Shocks that I would like to use as well, but I don't know how likely that is because I have so many other shadows I need to focus on. So I will really quickly show you the Super Shocks I've chosen. I do have 4 for this month. First is Game Face, which is a really pretty orangey copper color in an ultra metallic finish. DGAF is such a cool color. It's like a dirty peachy shade with green reflect. It's a metallic shade. 8-Track is a really pretty olivey bronze color in a pearlized finish. My last ColourPop Super Shock is Donna. This is like a dirty peacock blue. It's a pearlized finish. So then for my 2 palettes of the month, the first one is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, which is a purple one. I'm wearing this one on my eyes today, and I'll be reviewing this one first. And then in the second half of the month, I will be testing and reviewing the Morphe 3502 palette. So then for lip products, I have 7 peachy nudes. That is really my favorite kind of color during the fall is peachy nudes, terracottas, warm nude tan brown. So we have different variations of those, and I have so many of them that I had to put 7 in my makeup basket, and I usually try to have 6 max, but I want to try to use all of these, make sure I still love the formulas and the colors, so we are going with 7. For the first 2 products I plan on using in combination as well as by themselves. This is the Tarte Matte Lip Surgeons in the shade Exposed. I've used one up and repurchased it. This is such an amazing formula and color. Then I have the Buxom Full On Lip Polish in Sandy, one of my holy grail glosses, the most beautiful peachy nude. Then I have a ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Brink, which is a matte finish, and this is a really nice terracotta nude. It looks more terracotta on my skin tone without being too orange or brown or too deep, so I really do like this color on me, and I really like the matte formula as well. Then I have a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Aquarius 2, and I really love the whole Aquarius lip collection, but this is a little bit more on the tan side of nude. Then I have the Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in the shade Truffle. It is such a beautiful shade and amazing formula, and these are going to be part of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, so definitely make sure you check out my Ulta video, which I'll have linked up in the cards in case you want to hear my recommendations and know a bit more about the sale, but I definitely recommend you guys pick these up. Then I have a Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Sellout, which is also more of a terracotta shade, but it is deeper and a little bit more orangey than ColourPop Brink. And lastly is the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade American Woman, which is also more of a terracotta, but it has a bit more red in it. I actually am new to this formula, but really enjoying it, and this is such a pretty color. So yeah, not a ton of variation between my lip colors. Basically it varies from like light to dark, but still that warm peachy nude terracotta kind of color, and I'm really excited to wear those shades because they are some of my favorite. So here are the swatches of all of my lip colors. So we have Tarte Exposed, Buxom Sandy, ColourPop Brink, ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Aquarius 2, Dose of Colors Truffle, Too Faced Sellout, and NARS American Woman. So guys, that was my monthly makeup basket for September. I would love to know what products you plan on using this month. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.